Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Martin here from jeopardize. Today, I'm gonna tell you why women don't trust attractive men. And it's not what you think this is. So, gentlemen, hear me out. I'm gonna spill some real truth to you guys. So, pay attention to this. Make sure to jot it down. Okay, let's crank it. Guys, when it comes to attractive men, a lot of women are not gonna trust us for one reason only. And the reason that is, it's because girls know that we have options and they can't tie us down. And that's why this is happening. They can't lock us down. And it's a double-edged sword because a lot of women, on one hand, a lot of women are attracted to attractive men, because they have that, we make that instant attraction on them. We impress them, right? But on the other hand, they know that they won't be able to lock us down. They can't settle down with us because we have that attraction from other women all day long. We get that female validation 24/7, and it drives them crazy. It drives them nuts, man. And in a way, this is why a lot of women are not gonna want to settle down with an attractive guy, And this is the thing, and I've learned this the hard way, because I'm a good guy. When I'm talking to women, when I'm trying to seduce them, I'm a good guy. I'm not trying to be a pimp. I'm not trying to pimp these women out. That's not my thing, okay? But a lot of women will have this presumption or this belief that you're gonna cheat on them. They have a lot of, preconceived notions and beliefs about you right from the get-go. And there's nothing you can do about that, other than being a good man and being faithful and being, kind and being a gentleman about the whole thing. But still, a lot of women are going to have this, they're still going to be cautious with you, They're going to have that, because they're going to have that innate fear. And they're not going to take you seriously. Yes, a lot of women will, they will want to sleep with you. They want to, hump with you, right? They want to smash because they find you appealing. But when it comes to settling down and when it comes to really committing to you, that's when you're going to have a hard time. And I'm speaking from experience on this one, because believe me, trust me, man, a lot of women are going to fear that competition when they settle down with you, once they lock you in, right? They know, a lot of women know deep down that it's so much harder to keep an attractive guy around. It is so much more difficult. Especially when it comes to modern women. Modern women are so used to these beta males, all these simps, all these little weak-ass men that are constantly looking for their validation. And when it comes to you, it's like you're a whole different beast. You don't really give a damn because you get attention from women 24/7. Yeah, you get it all the time. It's nothing to you, And so when they meet you, you're just a different breed of a man. They don't know how to handle it, And it's a real struggle for a lot of women. Trust me. I think attractive women are a lot more used to attractive men. But when it comes to the vast majority of women, they're not gonna take you seriously. Why? Because for this one simple fact, you're gonna be harder to keep around. She knows, most women know, that when they're gonna be with you, they're gonna have to bump their standards, man. They're gonna have to, raise them. That's the bottom line. And a lot of women are not comfortable with that. A lot of women want to be in control of the relationship. A lot of modern women don't want to, look for their man's validation. They want it to be the other way around. They want their man to chase them all day long. Why? Because it's easy. It's simple. When they have a beta male around that's constantly messaging them, he's constantly beating around the bush. He's always sending her flowers and all these things. He's showering her with compliments. That's a very good place to be in. She's safe at this point. you know? And when it comes to you, it's that, it's that fear. It's that uncertainty that makes it very difficult to deal with. And they can't cope with it. And this is the problem, And the same thing happens to men, by the way. Like, fellas, be honest with me here. When you see a really beautiful woman that's walking down the street, what's your first thought? She's probably married. This girl has plenty of options. I'm sure she's never going to pay attention to my ass. That's what most guys think. Okay? And you know, deep down, bro, you know that you're going to have to bump up your game if you want to keep that hot chick around. If you want to keep that baddie, you have to be a top level man. Because she's, if you wanted to stick around, you have to be a top man. And that's it. I swear to God. And the same thought process happens with women. When they see a top man, when they see a good-looking man who has his shit together, he's confident, he's strong, he's masculine, he's dominant, he's not a pussy, he's not weak, he's, he knows where he's going, he's driven, he's ambitious. A lot of women are not used to it. And particularly when you have options. That's so uncomfortable for a lot of women. They're not used to it, and it's a real pain in the ass. And especially for you guys, because this is something that I deal with a lot. I get a lot of attention from women in real life up front. I get a lot of that front end attraction. But when it comes to settling down with a woman and really and trying my best to make her when I'm trying my best to actually make her take me seriously, I'm having a problem with it. And it's because a lot of women look at you as a threat in that way. In a good way. Because they want you. On one hand, they're very attracted to you. They like you. You're appealing in their eyes. They see a pretty face. They see that you're a good looking man. You take care of yourself. You have a good body. Your money is on point. You're driven, you're ambitious, you're witty, you have good style, right? But at the same time, they know that you're going to have the power in the relationship. And a lot of women don't like it, bro. A lot of women hate it. But deep down, if she's a good lady and if she's willing to settle down for you, bro, she's going to do everything to keep you around. And that's the thing. That's the magic word. She knows that she's going to have a really hard time with keeping you around. And that's why so many women this is why I think a lot of these really beautiful women, they usually settle down with some average guys. Because they know that a lot of attractive men, they have options all the time. They have standards. They're not going to tolerate her bullshit and her drama and her gossiping, right? And her bad behavior. He's not gonna tolerate it. But she knows that with some bum ass, when she's with some guy who has with some creep who has a lot of money, but he drives a Mercedes Benz, bro. She knows that she's gonna be able to string him along. But with you, it's a whole different ballgame. The cards are flipped at that point, and this is why a lot of women don't like it. They don't like that power shift, and it's a real thing. It's a real thing, guys. So, yes, this is why a lot of women are not going to trust you when you're an attractive guy. Sure, dating them and sleeping with them it's a whole different thing. Because, you also need to know how to keep a woman around. And that's a whole different thing. And it's much more difficult when you're attractive. Because a lot of women assume that you're going to have all the options in the world. They're going to think that you have a full roster. They're going to objectify you. They're just going to focus on your looks, and they're going to think that you're unfaithful. They're going to think that, you're going to cheat on them. You're going to be this abuser, right? And especially if she's getting, dating advice from her female friends, bro. A lot of women, especially when they have a tight circle of friends, a lot of women are going to give her the wrong advice. They're going to tell her, this guy's going to cheat on you. He's going to abuse you. He's going to use you. He's going to manipulate you. He's arrogant. He's cocky. He's going to date other women. He's not going to take you seriously. Drop him. He's cocky. He's shallow. He's a douche. He's a playboy. They're going to give you all, like, her friends are going to give you all these labels. And they're going to, like, posture you a certain way. Like, you're going to fit this box. And it is a difficult thing. It is a pain in the ass. It is a real struggle of attractive men. You know? And this is why a lot of women are not going to take you seriously. So, what can you do about it, bro? That's the real question, because I'm sure a lot of you fellas are looking at it, and you're thinking to yourself, you're like, hey, what should I do with this? How come this is happening to me? Bro, there's one thing that you can do about this. When you're talking to this chick, I think with us attractive men, we have to go the extra mile. When we're in the dating like space, when we're dating the chick, and we're actually progressing with the relationship. Because otherwise, bro, if you're being cold, if you're being a little bit distant, if you're not emotionally available, that's usually the word that a lot of women like to use, then she's gonna think that you're uninterested. Even attractive women, bro, they're gonna think that you have all the options. They're gonna think that you've moved on. They're gonna think that you forgot about her. And it is difficult. It is not an easy thing. So, yes, like, a lot of women, and also when it comes to, like, women, bro, they just, like, they want to be in control of the relationship. A lot of women are so used to stringing guys along. They're so used to, like, ghosting guys all day. They're so used to being, you know, in control of the relationship. But with you, it's a whole different ball game. You know, she's used to all these Toyotas, to all these, you know, Volkswagens. But you're a Ferrari, you're a Lamborghini, you're a Bentley. You know, she's not used to that kind of, she's not used to that type of automobile. You know, you're a different car, and it drives them crazy. Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna get a lot of that upfront attraction, but when it comes to, like, committing to the girl, they're gonna be very hesitant of the idea. They're not gonna be fond of it. So it's a real struggle when you're an attractive guy. So yeah, take these girls seriously, and don't be a little douche, man. Don't be a prick, because you're gonna have a hard time with this. I'm struggling with it, bro. For real. You know, I'm trying my best. Like, when I'm talking to women, I'm really trying my best to be a good guy. I'm not trying to be shallow. I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm not trying to be this arrogant, cocky guy. You know? But a lot of women will give you that label right from the get-go. They're just not going to take you seriously. So, yeah, this is why a lot of women don't trust attractive men. Even attractive women. So, they're going to have this assumption about you. And it can really jeopardize your progress as a man. So, yeah, but I think this will come with practice. The more women you talk to, the more you're dating, the better you'll be with this. And it's a numbers game after all. Like, so don't be jaded. Don't be a little bit, you know, negative. Don't lose your hope just because some women are rejecting you and they're not giving you their time of the day, right? It is not a problem with you. It is because of their insecurity and their low self-esteem and low confidence. Most women, bro, women are not confident at all. Women are they're so insecure, man. This is why they spend so much time on fixing their face. They're getting all this Botox. They're getting all these lip fillers, man. They're getting all these fake eyelashes. This is why women are doing all of this. They're getting plastic surgery because they know deep down that looks, when they're really beautiful, that gives them an edge over all these guys. But when they meet you, when they meet a guy who's on their level attraction-wise, or even better looking, now it's a whole different ballgame. Like, that shift becomes really apparent. So don't be sedated, man. Just do what you can do, and yeah, do your thing, man. Play the game. Be a boss bitch. Like, be a boss man. And I just, man, my tongue was just, messing around here. But be a boss man. That's the life of a boss man. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I wish you all a beautiful day. Peace.